Hey everyone, Ravi Gupta here with Viking. Just finished up a walkthrough of Elevate 23. I try to walk through all the properties that are not performing as we would like and make sure that I understand what's happening on the ground level, offer any suggestions, and at least see what's happening so I could be well informed and let you all know what's going on. So I thought I'd put this video together so you would have insights as to what we are seeing here. So as you can see, the property itself looks pretty good. Here's the renovated sports court here. We put an outdoor gym here, cornhole, and then the pet park, the bark park gets a ton of usage. There's a lot of pets here, and then the pool's phenomenal. You can see that. So the property itself shows very well. You can see that the paint has been completed, all the outdoor landscaping and outdoor work has been pretty much completed. Tenants really like the location. It's right next to the Battery Park where the Truist Stadium is. So when the Atlanta Braves are playing, it gets really hopping. There's a Target close by, there's the Cumberland Mall close by, a lot of shopping close by. So people love the location. Also 285 is right down the road. So it is very well located. And also as far as the value that it offers compared to properties at the Battery and other areas is pretty phenomenal. So there's a lot of interest in living here. We've had several issues that have come up of late. One of them is flooding, and flooding happened relatively recently. Right here you can see one of the buildings that was flooded. What's happening here is happening in 3 other buildings. You can see that there's a drainage pipe on the ground. Those little areas here, I'll show you one. They're supposed to drain the water that comes from the higher elevation here, but they get filled with soot. And because of that, they don't drain, and then that overflows into the units. And those tenants have to be either moved, or if they're not moved, we have to do a ton of work very quickly to get the floodwaters out. And that's happened just a couple weeks ago. We had 20 units affected by the rainwater. It's because of the piping that's being clogged up. So the question is, what do we do about it? Prior to this, it's been fine because there hasn't been that much rainwater, but because of climate change and the storms coming through here, they're coming more frequently, and this is becoming an issue that we have to solve for. So we've got multiple contractors out here. We've got people trying to figure out how to take care of this issue, whether we jet the pipes and clean them out or replace the whole systems, underground. That's a question that we're trying to answer. Also, as you drive into the property, there's a small little creek that overflows over the street. So we got to think about how to solve for that as well. The flooding is an issue that's caused some down units. Also, we have 6 fire units that are still down. Those units were affected because tenants started fires in 2 of them, and then the sprinkler system is attached to every unit. Has 3 units are affected around it because of the way the water flows through the sprinkler system. So 6 units went down. The county came through. They've been so delayed. I mean, anything and everything that we've tried, it's been a difficult process in getting them to look at them, but finally they cleared most of it, and we're going to get those online November 1st. So by November 1st, we should have everything back online, all the flood units, all the down units, the fire units. And after that, it's just a matter of continuing our leasing process. We've actually got really good flow through here. In fact, last week we signed 8 leases. The week before that, it was close to 5 to 8. So we're getting a lot of good traffic. People are interested. People want to rent it out. It's just that we don't have the units available. And the other thing we're doing is we are turning the units quite rapidly. For a while, we decided to hold on units because we were getting such hold on renovating units because we got such powerful organic growth without even doing any renovations. We were trying to figure out if it was worth renovating, and maybe we could just get that organic bump without the renovations. But now we've determined we really should be continuing the renovation. So we paused it for a bit. Now we're going to really start it back up. And luckily we have those funds available to us through the loan that we have itself. So we can take advantage of the CapEx that's built into the loan, take money from there and renovate units. It will be quite an easy process there financially. So we've got a plan in place. We met with First Communities, the property management team, a lot of detail and depth, and went through all their marketing schemes, the projections, what they need to hit their goals and targets. And, we had a 3-4 hour meeting with First Communities and spoke about this property amongst many others. So I feel like we've got a really good handle on it. It's just a matter of time and getting this back up to speed. So I am in general overall optimistic, but cautiously optimistic, because I know that we want to make sure that we're not going to hit any more bumps in the road, unforeseen things happening like fires and floods and things like that we just cannot underwrite. Obviously, we're trying to make sure that we are being very diligent and make sure none of that surfaces as best we can. So thank you all for listening, and I will catch you on the next tour.